Hello? Testing, testing. And we on. Hello? Testing, testing. Okay, we're here. Let's get this music started. And we on. Okay. What's up, YouTube? And this is the main reason why you haven't seen me. An hour later, and I'm just now getting this thing to work. Supposed to be on at 7:30, but the past few weeks, maybe the past month or so, my computer has, I tried to upgrade my computer, and ever since then, it's died. It's completely died. It's completely died. That's it. That's it. That's all there is to it, man. Um, Trying to get anything done has taken hours. Trying to get this live on. Right now, I'm using literally two computers, one to play the music and one to run the live machine, because that now breaks the computer every time you turn it on. Typing anything breaks the computer when you turn it on. Looking at YouTube, trying to take what do you call it? The screenshots, trying to show my screen breaks the computer. Trying to put in edits. If you've noticed, I might do a little less talking on the Karen stuff, because that breaks the computer. So, there's three questions, man. I'm live and I'm happy to be here. But the three questions that we had a problem. Three questions that I wanted to answer. The first one was, where have you been? How come you're uploading so scarcely? And this is it. Tomorrow I get a new computer. Hopefully it could be all configured and I'll be back up to normal speed. But I've lost my video program completely, so I've been using kind of a backup computer up here that had an old one on it, which is, hell. I lost even my music program, so the music studio has gone kind of down. I've had to do backups for that. Everything has been this slow. It's 8:40 and we're just getting our 7:30 show started. So if you can extrapolate that on to whatever work that we've been doing, you'll see. You'll see exactly what the problem is and why everything has been ground to a halt. Luckily, I get my brand new computer tomorrow, which means I'll be back in full effect, people. Hey, Delana, sorry. Let's pop out the chat. Let's pop out the chat, man. Boom, we'll pop out the chat and we'll come back. So, that's it. I missed you guys. I haven't been gone just because I haven't been caring, or whatever the the case may be. I have just been under the gun, under so much stress. Everything that needs to be done has been thwarted because of this daggone computer. So, I'm gonna give a few more people some time to get in. We may not be here long. We'll see. But if you want to chat, oh, okay, Delana, excellent. Um, yeah. So if you want to get in the chat, you see Delana there. I'll say hello in the chat to make sure everybody knows they're in the right place. Hello, right there. To all my Patreon people who've been keeping this channel alive, as well as the members who've been keeping this channel alive during the down times, during the hard times, during the winter months of YouTube. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are here now, and I'm going to give everybody a few minutes. Let's see if we can get some music. So, I mean, it's to the point, man, where I'm literally using 2 computers just to function halfway normally. To get the fact that I'm getting anything out and done is quite frankly amazing. Okay? Right? No big speakers. Everything is just... It's a good thing I'm using Mac, because at least they have a better sound system and a few other gadgets that make times like this a little bit easier. Delana, it's just me and you right now, but I just put it out there on Patreon, so we'll see how many of those people are going to show up. And quite frankly, I put the announcement out that it was 7:30, so you know, I'm getting a Mac. I'm getting another Mac. Honestly, I can't do anything but a Mac. In my assessment, first of all my money comes from running a studio, music studio, video pro studio, video editing, and graphics. There's no way that I can do that type of a business consistently with the programs that I use on a PC. Or at least there wasn't. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm just going off of old info. That's how it used to be. The PC just didn't have the video cards, just didn't have the core processing. It didn't have the same programs like my Pro Tools. The Pro Tools for Windows just isn't the same as it is for Mac. Yeah. MSI, Microsoft Engine. Okay. So MSI is Microsoft. Well, I'll tell you what. Unfortunately, because it is my job, I didn't have time to test out Waters. I just had to get the thing I knew would work. So I got a new Mac. It's coming. I'm gonna love it, I'm sure. But I think I'm going to test these waters once I'm afloat. Okay, once I have a computer that works properly, that I know will work, that I can get my business back up, and I'm back in the swing of things. I think I'm going to start looking at other options. I may be just an old head. I may be just thinking old, because to be honest with you, I haven't even touched a PC in 15 years. 10 at least. A gamer computer. That might be exactly what we need. So I think the biggest thing is, will Pro Tools fit on it? Will my movie editing program work with it? That's what everything comes down to. I have no doubt that a PC is fast nowadays. Super fast. Am I still streaming? It says I'm not maintaining a smooth streaming. How am I looking, Delana? C? My friend? How am I looking out there? But anyway, that's my excuse. That's the reason. It is, I know, it's still an excuse, but it's also a good reason. It's the truth. It's the facts. I've been under the gun with a computer that just won't let me win. Finally, I'll be breaking through to the real world again once I get this new computer. Hopefully, it arrives tomorrow. That's when it's supposed to come. And I wanted to make sure that everybody knows that. I apologize for it. Yes, Kirk, what's going on? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Let me talk to you about the problem with the neighborhood wars videos. I can't use them. Take a look at this. If you look at my channel, you see that big warning right there? That happened because of a copyright claim. Unfortunately, my channel is the most abused channel on YouTube. Like I do something, like I'm a Nazi or something. I don't know. But I've had this thing on here for Lord knows how long. And I'm afraid to do anything, even close. Because I deleted the content that they said was a problem, I couldn't go through the whatever guideline needed to be gone through to get rid of the strike in 90 days. So it's just been on there forever. No one will ever talk to me about how to get it off, what I did wrong. So I enjoy your enthusiasm. I enjoy your neighborhood wars. But the truth is, I can't use them. I'm too scared. Matter of fact, every time I put something up, I'm cringing. I've been blocked so many times because for some reason they look at my channel like I'm doing something wrong. And it doesn't make any sense. But keep sending me stuff. I'm always loving it. And if I ever do get rid of this sign, or if I ever do find out what's going on, you best believe I'm gonna be putting them in my Karen videos. Excuse me, let me blow my nose here. That's another thing. I was in a car accident, and feel like my body hasn't been right completely since. All right, my body just hasn't been right. I mean, I don't know if it affected my immune system, but a little bit sickly, a little bit tight, a little bit hurty. That's also been a part of what's been going on. And luckily, you guys have been keeping me afloat, man. I still get to put up old school stuff. And if you noticed, I might put in just like a little, whatever new kind of Karen I can real quick. Whatever I can get away with without the computer shutting down completely or erasing everything I've done. I've been walking that tight line, and it's why you've been missing me. It's why I've been gone. But I figured since my thing is coming tomorrow, I will not wait anymore. I'm going to risk it. I'm here. And it's time. I want to get into some questions. Now, if you're from Patreon and you are logging on and you're having trouble, please, I'll be opening up this Patreon here. Please just put a note in any one of these. Oh, no, not this one. Please put a note in any one of the comment sections on my Teen Box Cutter Patreon so I can see it. Let me know that there's an issue. Send a notification or whatever. I'll be checking them periodically to make sure. Because I wanted to make sure you guys got this too. And you know what? I think that's where Kirk came from. Ooh, hacked by Russians. I surely hope I wasn't hacked, man. I don't think that was the deal. But man, I can't imagine how annoying that would be. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's got me here. Yeah. How do I look? How do I look, guys? What is all the girls doing now? I don't know. So, all right, guys, listen. Thank you for being here. Let's get to brass tack. Is there an explanation that's worthy of putting out in public, so maybe everyone could be edified by that explanation? If you've never been to Blind Spots and Shots, that's what I do, where I shots, right? A little bit of daddy's juice, and I go through some of these comments and see, where I was wrong. So a lot of time people call me out, and I like to admit when I'm wrong, to look for my faults, and I call them blind spots, because we all have them. If I don't have that blind spot, or if I think I was doing the right thing, or I think the commenter may have a blind spot, then I put them on blast and try to make it funny. This one isn't so much. Okay, this one's not so much a blind spot per se, but it is a reaction to a comment. Now, I'm going to play the video. I'm going to first read the comment. I'm going to play the video, and then I'm going to give a pretty reasonable answer, I think, and an honest one that's heartfelt, because it could have just been funny, ha, take a joke. But when I thought about it, I realized that it means a lot more to me than I thought it did. Hosting this channel, smashing Karens for a living, not just because I'm not a comedian, but I'm a entertainer by trade, by musician, and I like to crack jokes, and it seems that other people seem to like it, so I kept doing it. But I think there's a deeper reason, a more justified reason, maybe? I don't know. There's a deeper reason why I do this. And let's just read it. You'll see. Check this out, people. You tell me what you think. Tell me if I'm wrong. Quiet Blue 52. Appreciate the comment. This is what she says. She may be a Karen, but don't buy shade. There's nothing wrong with being plus size. Let's see what she's talking about. Let's see the video she's talking about. Because I'm feeling like I want to go in, but it's not on her. I'm not going to go in on her. I'm going to go in on the Karen. Here's the video. I think it's right here in the middle. The one that she's talking about.
Voluntarily put themselves in the warpath of
here we go.
Lunatics on the battle.
Here we go.
I need more. You need more what, Karen? You need more exercise. That's it. And as an overweight man just starting on his own weight loss journey, I can tell you, there's nothing you need more of in this Dunkin' Donut shop. That's...
I wasn't even ready for that myself. You need more what? Now, wait a minute. I hadn't even seen this. Again since I decided where I was going to go with this. But can I first start with, what about that statement isn't true? As an overweight man myself on his own weight loss journey, I can tell you surely that there's nothing in that Dunkin' Donuts that she needs more of besides water. If the Dunkin' Donuts gives you free water, more of that. Yes, sure. But there's no lie here. There's no lie here. You're screaming, I want more! As if your life depends on it. And in fact, your life is deterred by it. Her life is her lifespan is shortened by anything more that she gets at Dunkin' Donuts. It doesn't mean she can't go there. It doesn't mean that she should be shamed for going there, if she wasn't a horrible person, that is. But when you start screaming, more, I want more, unless you're at the gym or a vegetable garden or with your lover, there's nothing you need more of at Dunkin' Donuts. I hadn't even watched it yet. Let's go back, people, because now maybe I will go in. I wasn't planning on it. I was planning on being insightful, thoughtful, introspective. But you tell me where the lie is in this.
More. You need more what, Karen? You need more exercise. That's it.
That's true. So do I.
And as an overweight man just starting on his own weight loss journey, I can tell you there's nothing you need more of in this Dunkin' Donuts shop.
Period.
That's worth yelling at the cashier like this.
Now, you know what? Let's go back to the comment. This is it. Quiet Blue 52. As a matter of fact, you're wrong. I wasn't even going to do that. Thank you for the comment still. I've been trying to fight myself and figure out, did I have a blind spot? Was I being overboard? But what you said is without the context. When you say, based on weight and assuming all the donuts were for her, because if she was skinny, you wouldn't have commented on her behavior, not her weight. Okay, what is this?
Recently, you may have noticed
Hold on.
millionaires buying up all across America.
No, I don't want this commercial. Please don't block me, YouTube. What is this?
I need more. You need more what, Karen? You need more exercise. That's it. And as an overweight man just starting on his own weight loss journey, I can tell you there's nothing you need more of in this Dunkin' Donuts shop that's worth yelling at the cashier like this.
That was the point of the joke, my dear. There's nothing you need more of at Dunkin' Donuts that's worth yelling at the cashier for. That's why I call her fat, if I want to. That's why this matters to me. Because she's a bully. You know why I do this? Because I find it cathartic. My daughters were bullied. I was always different. Whenever I got of age and had a little bit of strength about me, my goal at school was to be the one who fought the bullies on behalf of the nerds. Because I was always on both sides. A music nerd, was always a marching band, but I was also a wrestler, and I was always had a little bit of extra girth, a little extra muscle. I was also short. So I got it on all sides. It was important to me. It still is important to me. To stop the bullies. To bully the bullies. It feels good. So, Quiet Blue 52, you left out the context. You said if she wasn't overweight, then I wouldn't have said anything. That's not true. The truth is, I said something because she was yelling. There was nothing that she needs more of worth berating another human being for, was the full sentence. Quiet Blue? You have a bias towards decency. I like that, Quiet Blue. You have a bias towards decency. You hear something that sounds a little cringe and you don't like it. That's good. That's good of you. Allow me to tell you this. Assuming that all the donuts were for her, I don't care if the donuts were for her or her dog. She no longer gets the benefit of the doubt because she's a horrible human being. She doesn't get the benefit of the doubt from me because she's treating another human being like feces. So I will call her fat and ugly and point to her face and laugh and arouse laughter in others. I will ridicule her because she's ridiculous and worthy of ridicule, not because she's fat. I say fat to her because it's a bully move, because it hurts her feelings. I don't give a shit who's eating the donuts. It doesn't matter. Anybody else buying 50 donuts wouldn't get a hurt from me, wouldn't get a peep from me. I wouldn't talk about them until they berate other innocent people. At that moment, they have the power, and they use that power against someone else. The only power I have is this ridiculous mouth of mine. I use it for good. That's why. That's why, Quiet Blue 52. Not because I'm a mean person. If you see me yelling at a 5-year-old for no reason or calling someone fat for no reason, you let me know and I will stop it. I will quell it that moment. In the curious case of Duncan Doggy Style Doofus here, I will call her names, and I will point at her, and I will induce laughter by others at her expense, because she's a bully, and that's how you deal with bullies, not by being nice. That's why I do what I do, and it matters to me. Yeah, I'm serious. I know it's going to be funny. I know. But I think the people who log on, the people who join Team Box Cutter, there is a lot of Karen videos and channels out there. This one isn't only Karen's. We deal with loss here. We deal with loss here. We deal with helping others here, believe it or not. Go through. See what happens on the lives. We deal in personal enrichment, making things better for the world around you here. And laughing is a part of that, sure. I didn't call her fat because I'm fat shaming her. I called her fat because I'm bully shaming her. The exact words were, there's nothing at Dunkin' Donuts that she needs more of, worth yelling and berating an innocent person for. And that's a fact. I will not take that back. Tammy, what's up? You probably missed my best tirade so far.
There's nothing you need more of in this.
Let me just break it down for you real quick, Tammy. Tammy Reed, everybody. And this is exactly this type of thing. This is exactly the type of thing I'm talking about, people. Tammy Reed. When I say I do this, I like to have fun, sure, ha-ha, but the channel's not just about that. Tammy Reed is one of those people who understands. The channel is about helping people as well. The channel is about uplifting people as well. Tammy Reed understands. Ask her if she decides to tell you what she's gone through in her life and how somebody stepping in on her behalf, doing the things that no one else does. That's why I attack the bullies. Because it's in my nature to help people. It's in my nature to bring the people who are downtrodden lifted up. That's how I am. If you think I'm BSing you, ask Tammy Reed. This isn't a joke. The reason why I called this woman out of her name is because she's berating an innocent person. If she was skinny, I would have found a skinny joke. If she was black, I would have found a black joke. I called this other one, what is it? She looked like chocolate avocado pudding poured over a scooter. Do you think I'm anti-black? No. I'm a comedian. So I find anything I can to joke about you, to ridicule you when you do things that are worthy of ridicule, when you attack others, when you have the power over others, the power of the purse, which she has, because she has all the money, and the social power, because the person behind the counter will lose her job if she does anything back. You use that power, you wield that power to belittle and berate others. I don't care who the donuts are for at that point. It doesn't matter. It wasn't about the donuts. I call you fat and ugly and point at you because it hurts your feelings, because you deserve it, because you need a spanking. That's why. That's why.
Dunkin' Donuts shop that's worth yelling at the cashier like this.
50. That's what a dozen is.
Yeah.
I will call you stupid as well. I will call you stupid as well, slob. Listen up, Quiet Blue 52. You're a decent person. Thank you for this comment. I don't know how else to help you out here. I don't know how else to explain it to you here. I'm not here to patty cake around abusers. The only thing that I have no means of recourse. I can't call the police on these people. Most of them had been done wrong months before I ever seen a video. I will never meet them. I wish I could. Then I would do it to their face. I have before. The point is, I'm not here to appease them or make them feel better about themselves and their overweightness. Being overweight is not a problem. Being an abuser, a Karen, is the problem. Being a racist is the problem. And once you are an abuser, once you're a racist, all holds barred. Anything I can say matters. Now you're an ignorant fool because you don't know that a dozen is 12. If you weren't so aggressive about it, I wouldn't be able to joke about it.
YouTube, you just heard that correctly. She says she needs 50. 50. That's what a dozen is.
That's what a dozen is. So, you're a fat, ugly, stupid racist. It would have been better if you just kept the sheets on. The pointy hat. So no one would have to see you while you were embarrassing yourself. So you wouldn't have embarrassed your family on the Team Box Cutter Karen show. It would have been better if you wore the bed sheets and kept the hood on, you fat, ugly, racist, ignorant fool. who thinks 50 donuts is a dozen and that you're somehow not fat enough to be yelling for more with authority. That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. If I had more time in the video, that's what I meant to say, Quiet Blue 52. I was being nice.
So, listen. Today's video is about Karens being aggressively ignorant people and their entitlement by either words or actions.
X'd out. Just erased. Just drew a line through the entire commentary after I made the joke about her weight. I made the first joke about the weight.
Trust me. Listen, just listen to how the insult she
Listen.
videos about Karens being aggressively ignorant people and their entitlement by either words or actions trying to hurt the people around them.
That's the joke. That's the show. Quiet Blue. You say, based on weight and assuming all the donuts were for her, it doesn't matter, Quiet Blue. I gave the game away. The point is, they're aggressively ignorant and berating the innocent people around them, whilst also showing themselves to be fools. On what planet does how many donuts she has, and if they were all for her, change that? Quiet Blue 52. I don't know. What world, on what planet is this commentary somehow worse than the abuse that she's hurling?
End up eviscerating themselves. It's my favorite kind of Karen video. Trust me. Listen, just listen to how the insult she hurls at the cashier at the end actually only applies to her. Let's go.
You don't understand the English. You don't understand the English.
That's the point. Quiet Blue 52. She's a racist, xenophobic. You don't understand English. Horrible person. She's gross. The people behind the counter have nobody fighting for them. The people behind the counter are decent, hardworking people that are serving a monster. And they continue to have to serve her as she berates them about 50 donuts being a dozen, and they can't tell her that she's a fucking idiot. Excuse my French. They can't tell her that she's an idiot. They can't tell her that she's dumb, that she's ignorant. They can't tell her that because they're in a place of lower power, least amount of power. She's in a place with a lot of power as she berates their English, their nation. No, Quiet Blue 52. You got it wrong. You heard something that triggered you, and I'm sorry for that. People, may have said things about you or whatever. My wife is a big girl. I love it. So don't get it twisted. She wasn't getting the fat jokes because she's fat, but she is. Because her insides are as ugly as her outside. That's the joke. I said it so clearly it could not be misconstrued. You were just triggered because the first thing I said was, there's nothing that she needs more of at Dunkin' Donuts besides exercise. And that sounded harsh to you. But it wouldn't have if you watched the whole video. I guarantee you, Quiet Blue. You were just triggered. Because immediately after saying that, I said, there's nothing getting that riled up for. There's nothing worth getting more of at Dunkin' Donuts that's worth berating other innocent people for. That's the full context. It's the full sentence. So no. I'm not looking. I was checking to see if I had a blind spot. If you were triggered by that introduction, because it was jarring, it made me laugh. I forgot how funny it was. Let's watch it again, guys. Trigger warning, I'm going to go in on a dummy, ignorant, fat, ugly, racist Karen who should have left the house with the sheets on because it would at least have left her family with a little dignity. Because they wouldn't have been able to see her face as she proved every bad thing that those people behind the counter thought about her the minute she opened her mouth.
You need more exercise. That's it.
One more, guys. One more.
Karen.
One more.
I need more.
You need more what, Karen? You need more exercise. That's it. And as an overweight man just starting on his own weight loss journey, I can tell you there's nothing you need more of in this Dunkin' Donuts shop that's worth yelling at the cashier like this.
And that is the full sentence. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. That's why we were here. That's it. Quiet Blue 52 is important to me. Very important to me that the innocent don't get abused. It's very important to me that you understood why I said what I said. So you stopped at the thing that triggered you, but didn't listen to the rest of the sentence. Didn't watch the rest of the video or didn't take it in the same way that I meant it to be taken in. If I did that, I apologize to you personally only. I'll maybe find a better way to tell that joke. But I will not stop. And I believe my point was made clearly from the onset. The Karen, the joke, was about her abuse of the innocent. Her being fat was just the easiest way to give her a spanking, hurt her feelings, show her a mirror. The only reason why you yell and point and growl at other people, I mean, obviously, besides the fact that you didn't get past 5th grade because you think a dozen is 50, besides that, is because you have no mirror. If you, like every other human, had decency, self-introspection, you'd be weary about how you talk to others because you know that you're not perfect yourself. That's the point. I'm the mirror, and I will always go hard on people who abuse the innocent. As hard as I verbally can. I want to hurt them. I want to hurt them. Oh, it's a spanking. I want them to see this and understand that there's a consequence for such actions. And God dog it if it's not me gonna give it to him. Let's take a 5-minute break, guys. I'll be right back. We're gonna talk about the last one. I was talking to some people. It wasn't very good. It's not acting anymore. The bubbles are gone. It was not. No, I'm not gonna let you hit my. I'm not gonna let it hit my bum.
I'm not. Let me.
No, I gotta go.
Oh, no. No, give it. Just do this. Open the lid.
Uh-huh. Get out of here. Show me tomorrow. I love you.
I forgot when I remember.
All right, had to say goodnight to my son, guys. Now, that's why I do this. Let somebody try to bully him. See what happens to him. Disability due to having degenerative back disease. Oh, Kirk. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But I'm glad you got the disability. So it's a good thing. It's a blessing, man. You got what you needed to help you get through that pain, to help you financially. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Thanks for telling us. Yeah. Tammy Reed. We know her story. We tried our hardest to bring, and that's the last thing. We try our hardest to bring people together. Being funny, sure, that's one thing. But time and time again on this show, I want you guys to know that I actually care, like, about people, that it matters to me. That's kind of why, where if you think I'm funny, that's where it comes from. It's not an act. It comes from somewhere deep down, man. I honestly care that innocent people don't get abused, and I don't like to see hurt people, and I like to help whenever I can. It may seem harsh, but it's necessary. All right, guys. Last piece of the puzzle, I wanted to talk about this. Not only is that an awesome thumbnail, but I wanted to talk about this last video. And thank you, Tammy Reed. I appreciate it. Delana, are you still here? Yeah, people have lost their sense of humor. This is the one. So I said, everybody, I was going to, this is the brand new Karen that I got from, of course, from Dr. Richie. This is hilarious. and I'm just gonna comment through it. Don't have anything written, no jokes, so I hope I'm at least half as funny live as I am when I can write stuff down. But I think the first thing that needs to happen is I need to make sure I'm pouring the quality amount of daddy's juice before we watch this, because this one goes crazy. Yes, yes. That's just apple cider, guys. It's apple cider. Okay? YouTube, if you're watching, that's apple cider. In my Team Box Cutter logo cup. You can get one yourself at the link below. There should be a Teespring link where we have shirts, anti-Karen shirts, and this great mug that says Team Box Cutter there, and on the other side says, "Don't take it." If you're at work and you have those type of people, this is for you. Team Box Cutter says, "Don't take it." If people steal your stuff off the counter, they know it was coffee in there. They throw it out and put their own thing on it. Act like they don't know whose cup it was. This could be for you. If that's the type of place where you work. Anyway, that's my cider story. Let's watch this one together, guys. Okay, stop. You may not have heard that. The cops are telling her, stop yelling. And she's like she smoked 55 packs of cigarettes a week. 4 a day, at least. Since the time she was 12. Back in the day when they thought cigarettes were good for you, it looks like that's what she's been doing. Right? Her larynx is going up in a cloud of smoke, and it makes for an interesting voice, I'll give her that. They say, stop yelling. Stop yelling. And her response is, don't yell at me. This is classic Karen projection. All right? Anybody or anything that is adverse to what I'm saying or doing is the problem. I'm yelling? Well, you telling me that I'm yelling means you're yelling. The classic turnaround there.
At the gym, I was doing a little training. I normally don't check people in, but I was doing a little training on this.
And this bastard won't let me stay in there. She's funny though, guys. She's funny. Should I go in? I'll wait. I think I've done enough with the poor Dunkin' Donuts lady, and I don't want to trigger our friend. Okay? But I'll just say, she's teetering on the edge here. She's calling this guy a bastard. She's yelling. But the cops are there. I'll see what happens. Dude, this is a lovely one.
No, don't listen to him. Don't you put your hands on me. Don't you? No, I will go to jail.
Ooh.
Go f*** yourself.
Oh. Oh. What? Language. Such language. From your genteel mouth. She's got her hand in someone else's face. She runs up, accosting, and just looked up the word the other day, or someone did, and I was reminded, accosting is running up into someone's space aggressively is accosting. You don't have to hit them. She accosted this man in front of the police by the definition of the word. And as he moved her stubby, smoke-filled fingers away from the poor innocent man's face, she begins to point it in the police's face. F you. I'm sorry. Oh, God.
It all started with a discrepancy on the reservation. Chrysler booked her for 3 nights. She said it was 4.
He made a mistake. I said I would doing it, and he got nasty. He didn't like and he can go himself and trapped.
The first one, I asked her
How
to
do
not
you
drop
treat
any
people
more.
like this?
And then she went off like that.
I have nothing but the utmost respect for cops.
I have nothing but the utmost respect for cops. That means immediately afterwards, there's something dangerous about to happen with this woman and cops. That's like when someone say, no disrespect, but the next thing that comes after that, it will be the most disrespectful thing you can think of in the situation. Cruella DeVille is correct, Tammy Reed. I'm not witty enough tonight to come up with the comparisons, but Cruella is the first one. I like to use Ursula a lot because she does remind me of that, but it's someone else. She sounds like Danny DeVito's abusive stepmother. What's going on? This bastard. It is interesting.
I would like to punch him in the face.
She's trying to spit.
Oh, exactly. So that's what came after. I have so much respect for cops.
I would like to treat people like this.
And then she went off like that.
I have nothing but the utmost respect for cops. Nothing. I would like to punch him in the face.
I have nothing but the utmost respect for cops. Nothing. I would like to punch him in the face. Let's go.
She's trying to spit.
He's wrong. I didn't spit at you. You're lucky I didn't kick you in the balls. Don't touch me.
You're lucky I didn't kick you in the balls. So, he accuses her of being violent. She says, I did not swipe at you. Or was it spit? I did not do this thing to accost you. You're lucky I didn't kick you in the balls. Assessment number 2, people. Who do you think is telling the truth? Based on the conduct, from what you see and hear, from the two parties, who do you think is telling the truth? Who's more likely?
Get your hands off me. I don't care. How about that? I don't care. Good. I can't. I have nowhere to go. I'm not.
Unfortunately, if you're not leaving, you go to jail.
You, I'm not leaving.
Okay, you're going to jail.
Don't come. I got a bad back.
I got a bad back.
That was nonsense.
And then you hit me? Are you out of your mind?
My back, please. I'm sorry. I'm so
Too late for all that.
The boys in blue. Thank God for the boys in blue. When they get it right, they get it right. What do you say before we leave each other, guys? Let's see that again.
I can't. I have nowhere to go. I'm not.
Unfortunately, if you're not leaving, you go to jail.
You, I'm not leaving.
Okay, you're going to jail.
Don't come. I got a bad back. I got a rod on my back.
That was nonsense.
And then you hit me? Are you out of your mind?
I got a rod on my back, please. I'm sorry. I'm so
Too late for all that.
Too late for all of that.
I got Disney on the phone.
That's fantastic.
I got a car full of stuff. Don't go in my wallet.
That's fantastic.
Maybe. I can't get up myself. I
Do you need
can't.
help? All right, ready?
No, I need 2 arms. I got fake knees and a rod up my back and 2 torn rotator cuffs.
Okay.
Please put the cuffs in the front, please.
it always comes down to you can't take what you give. The mouth you had, the pointing, your entitlement was showing, Karen. You thought you had the gravitas, the skin color. You thought because you were a smoky voiced, loud mouthed New York savage that would be enough. Yes, your privilege was showing. And yes, you put your foot in your mouth when you said, I'll go to jail, I don't care. Because when you were being thrown to the ground like a white sack of potatoes, you cared. All of a sudden, you had a bad back. I'm trying, guys. Your entitlement was showing. Your bad attitude was the cause of all of this. You have a bad attitude because you think everyone should worship you. You think that everyone should be afraid of you. It's a demeanor you've probably had for a long time. A long time. You don't get this type of finger pointing in the face of police and raspy voice like you've been swallowing sand for 5 years if you haven't been doing this for a long time. I'm glad to see you get what you deserve.
Is this how it feels?
Before we leave,
Tingling beneath
this
my
is a
skin.
new trailer for the documentary I've been working on, which is another reason you've been seeing less of me. I've been really going in. Really, there's so much stuff on the horizon, guys, all thanks to you. You've helped to build this little media company of mine. Check this out. This is a documentary we've been working on for months, close to a year, with an Australian artist about her life, and it's coming out soon.
Is this how it feels? Tingling beneath my skin. The world shrunk down. The space between you and me. Is this real life? It's a dream life. Is this my life? Is it my life? It's a dream
Thank you,
life.
Kirk,
Not a dream come
the witch from Snow White.
true.
That's a good one, Timmy. There's something better. I just can't find it yet. Premiering 4/23/2024, guys. Thank you, Tammy. I'll have the I'll have a landing page soon. We're in the last bits of edits. I thought it was done a long time ago, but the way these things work, there's always something else that you missed, something else done. So with the new computer tomorrow, I'll be able to work on that at light speed. I can't wait to have you guys watch it. I think it's fun. I'm really proud of it. Everyone at the MC's channel, our other channel, if you look down there, I'm sure there's a click for it. We're really proud of this one, man. We've done a few documentaries over there so far, so go check them out. And you'll be seeing a lot more of this trailer between now and April 23rd. I hope I've explained it well. I hope I gave you some laughs. I hope I gave you some good time for an hour. I hope I explained why I've been missing and hopefully why I believe that I won't be missing as much anymore. Hopefully be able to do a lot more of these lives, as well as more frequently with the Karen stuff, because man, it's just so hard spending 8, 9 hours on a single video because your computer won't work like that. It's unsustainable. You can't live and work and make money and do that at the same time. Hopefully all of that changes. My new computer's coming tomorrow. I felt it necessary to connect with you guys. It's only 3 of you this time, sure, but guess what? It makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel amazing. It's exactly what we needed. I just wanted to say hi. I just wanted to let you know I haven't forgotten about you. I wanted you to know that your donations, your memberships, your Patreon memberships, your dual memberships, many of you, have sustained me during this time when it feels like there's really at that edge, right? You feel like you just can't sustain this, you can't keep this up. That's what sustains it. You guys have donated, distributed this, shared it, loved it, and thanks to you, we're still here. Plan on being here for a lot longer. Plan on doing a lot more things with the channel. But because we have other channels growing at the same time, and this one is so heavily monitored by you, I don't understand it. Every other day there's a strike, there's a this, there's a that, and we're just trying to keep this one from getting shut down again. I have to also have those other channels in case that does happen with this one. It's kind of like, that's the jujitsu we're playing right now. But either way, if it's only because you guys have allowed it that with us. I appreciate it. I will see you soon. Look forward to next week. A new computer means I should have some new heat, some new jokes, some new Karens, some new anti-racist rhetoric, right? Stay cool out there, guys. Yeah, Kay, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, Kirk. I don't know what it is. I've stopped complaining. I'm just going to do what I do to make it work now. That's all I can do. I've seen so much worse. And I'm not sure if they're monetized or what, or if they're, maybe they got strikes too. I don't know, but it seems like the most vile stuff out there has no recourse, has no problem. But my jokes, for some reason, I just don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. That's always a possibility. Like, I'm not too arrogant to believe that YouTube just hates me. But I'm trying to figure it out. I love you too, Tammy. I love you, Kirk. I haven't heard from Delana. Thank you for joining earlier. I know you probably had to leave. Delana, see, everybody out there, you're going to get to see this. It's going to be up on Patreon. It's only up right now for members. I'll be breaking it down soon and posting probably parts of this that I think are important for the wider spread people. But if you're a member, you're going to have to go through the comment section and you'll see this. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting this. Bye.